What's up, John here with In Plain Sight, and I'll tell you, every time I feel like I can't find a more ridiculous MrBeast video, I just watch another MrBeast video, and they just seem to be worse and worse. So this one is, apparently he spent $1 million on lottery tickets. So this one was pretty absurd. I just watched it, and I don't know how anybody believes this guy. Like, everything he says is full of shit.
More tickets.
And about 3-4 seconds in, there's already going to be two glaring
Spent
issues.
$1 million on scratch-off tickets.
You're good.
No joke.
Alright, so here are the issues I have. One, as you'll see in a couple minutes, that girl that's smiling next to the cameraman, as well as Ethan to the left of MrBeast, but specifically the girl because she's not really part of the crew. Like, the others have at least been used before. She shouldn't be there. And you'll see why in a few minutes. Like I said, she shouldn't be there.
That's so many that they literally had to deliver them in a dump truck.
And there's the other glaring issue, okay? He's not specific, for one. We didn't see him buy any tickets. He just starts, and a dump truck gets unloaded, and he says, I ordered so many, they literally had to bring a dump truck. Well, who are they? Like, he doesn't explain who they are. Like, and those blue ones, which comprises of about 90% of the tickets, you'll see them scanning. That's a Texas state lottery. I get a better view of it in a minute, but so none of this makes sense. Like, who's delivering 1 million individual lottery tickets? They wouldn't do that. They would deliver them by the lot or by the pack, but they're not just gonna bring a dump truck and let Chris commandeer it and then drop 1 million. Even if he requested it, they wouldn't do that. It's ridiculous. And like I said, to make it even more ridiculous, they're apparently out-of-state tickets, so I don't know why he's ordering them from Texas. Like, I looked at the odds. They don't have any better odds, so it just makes no sense.
I could have bought dozens of cars, multiple houses, and so many other things, but instead we have $1 million in scratch-off tickets. Here's how it works. You take your ticket, you scan it, and boom.
Okay, and that is how it works. But here's the thing. It says game 2190 on the left, number 2190. And then you'll see it says Texas Lottery, Scratch Texas Lottery. So the ticket on his right, you see how it has all the dollar signs and it says 5 million. It's Premier Play.
50.
You can make it out much better there. Premier Play. And this is the ticket that he's playing, okay? So this is the supposed ticket that he got all of these tickets, and he would have 20,000 in that case because they're $50 tickets. And like I said, they're the only ticket you see outside of a few of those yellow ones, but you never even see them being scanned. These are the only ones you ever see on the tables. But yeah, so he should have 20,000 tickets, and it is a state Texas lottery ticket, which is just odd.
$50 ticket won $200. So far, we're up $150 with one ticket. $100, $0, $0, $100, 50, 50, 0, 0, $100. I've already scanned over $1,000 worth of scratch-off tickets, and I'm currently down $200. Whoops. This is going to take forever.
Okay, so these are another issues I have with MrBeast, and like in general. One, he showed the very first ticket being scanned, and yes, it showed he won $200. And then after that, for every ticket, he's literally just saying whether it hit and for how much. Like, he's not proving anything. He's not scratching. He's not scanning. He's literally just holding in the back where we can only see the back part of the ticket, and we're gonna take his word for it. Secondly, all he's doing is scratching about a 2-inch wide sector at the very bottom, which is right above the rules. He's just scratching off the barcode. So you'll see how small it is. It takes about 2 to 3 seconds to do that and then scan into the phone. So if he's 1,200 in, that means he's 24 tickets in. And again, he should easily be able to do about 5 tickets a minute. because all he's doing is scratching a very small area and then scanning. So the fact that he's 5 minutes in, like this would be about 5 minutes for any normal person, and he's already saying how long it is going to take, and now he's calling people, is just very odd. And again, it kind of goes against the narrative, and you'll see what I meant about the girl in a minute. Like, she shouldn't even be in the office yet. So apparently it was him, and now he's calling over some people to help, Chandler and Carl.
Chandler, come help!
I can't believe this is actually $1 million.
I know, it's crazy. How much did you win?
0.
Of course. Carl, we have $1 million in tickets. I need help.
Why didn't you just get less money?
I didn't think of that. And after scanning $10,000 worth of tickets, we only made $7,900. I'm gonna call him back up. When I bought $100,000 worth of tickets in this video, it took us 17 hours to scan them. Which is why I brought all these people here today to help me scan $1 million.
Okay, so again, the girl at the far left, she's been here the whole time. We saw her. The guy celebrating there, Ethan, he's been here the whole time. They've all been here. Like, I don't know who MrBeast is trying to fool. Like, they've been here. We saw them as these tickets were being unloaded. And then, again, the bigger issue here is, so now we have 10 people, okay, that are going to be counting and scratching these tickets. The issue with that is, again, even if they're not doing exceptionally well, right? Let's just say they're not doing, exceptionally well. Let's say it's... Let's say the 10 of them do 5 a minute. Let's say they do 4 a minute. Okay? And obviously you got 60 minutes in an hour. So the 4 of them should be doing roughly 2,400 an hour. And obviously right around not even 4.25 hours, and they would be done. And that's if they were doing one every 15 seconds, which again, when you're just scratching one small part and scanning, you can easily do one every 15 seconds. That's going high. I would wager to say you could probably do one every 7 to 8 seconds. So even if they're off by a few hours, I understand. Like say they go an hour or two over, you're not going to be consistently doing it like every second. But again, it also shouldn't take as long as it's going to. It should be done in about 3-4 hours.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Gentle. And obviously, since everyone here is helping me, I want to help them. Attention, everybody. I'll give you guys 10% of it. So if we win $10 million, you each get 100 grand.
Let's go!
And then you'll see on the left is the clock. So it started at 72 hours, and they've already been scanning tickets. But again, assuming every 15 seconds they can scrub that very bottom part, which takes about 3 seconds, and then scan it into their phones. On that pace, it would take them about 4 hours and 15 minutes to do the whole thing. And you'll see that that's not even going to be close to the case. And yeah, so it's just very odd the way he does these videos. Like, we've still, outside of that very first thing he scanned, have yet to see one person win one ticket. We're just taking his word that he's scratched off $15,850 worth of tickets, and we're taking his word that they're all going to get 10%. Like, he doesn't ever prove any of this stuff.
Watch this. Boom! All the tickets are gone.
And I honestly feel like that's just what he does for his editing. Like, that's how he makes things appear and disappear. Like, I feel like he literally just does that.
There's a flailing crib.
What happened?
What happened is we put all the tickets neatly organized on this table.
I did it all by myself.
My job is to make sure people have tickets to scan. Chandler, there's a 10 miller in here. Here's more tickets.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sweaty.
Wow. So his last few tickets are 150, 200, 150, 200. He's not losing. This is what I like to hear. He's won 10 in a row.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah. All right, but Carl Turbo.
Go ahead.
And again, like, this is like all you see is MrBeast claiming something, or just a time lapse telling us something. Like, again, they have yet to show these people scratching off and winning this amount of money, even close to it. It doesn't make sense.
$500! Holy crap!
500.
500, baby, Carl! How am I the only person that hasn't gotten
Like, and how are we to believe that? They didn't prove anything.
$500!
Like, they just show a brief, you can't even make out what it's saying on his phone. And you see that code? Like, that's what they're scratching off. Like, that tiny, tiny portion. So there's no way, again, it's taken them more than 15, 20 seconds a ticket, and there's no way they wouldn't show what this guy won. They just, like, briefly cut to it, and because he edited in 500 times X1, we're supposed to take their word for it.
Holy crap!
500.
500, baby, Carl! How am I the only person that hasn't gotten
Carl
$500?
sucks.
Carl, you lost your right to a computer.
No!
And honestly, that's another thing. Like, they wouldn't have had they all had these giant computers on their desks, and they have phones. Like, they wouldn't, why is that stuff on the desk? Like, you just need probably a laptop, I'm guessing, because they probably are logging it. But outside of that, your phone and the scratch-off ticket and what you're scratching it with. Like, there's no reason for those giant Macintosh computers to have been on these desks. And for these phones, like, it just seems like he's trying to make it seem like it's an office space, because it's like more like a circle jerk of him and his friends. And then in the back, like, this editing job is just so odd. It's actually the New York Stock Exchange with like security guards that he has in a backdrop. But like in so many parts of the video, they are literally blending into the actual people in this video. It's just very strange.
I thought we're just making jokes and being idiots, but this is literally $1 million. Honestly, I feel like I'm kind of numb at this point. Like, this is 10.
Okay, one, that is not 200 tickets. It might be 75, 50 to 75, but that's not 200 tickets. And that's what he just literally said. It. He said, I love how we joke around there, but this is literally $1 million. He hasn't proven that. He just says it. Like, he thinks just by saying something like, this is $1 million, haha, it makes it true. Or it gives it any more credibility. So this is not 200 tickets.
$1,000. Here you go.
Winner claim at lottery? What does that mean?
For tickets above $1,000, it doesn't tell you on the app. You actually have to scratch it. Carl, here's the luckiest quarter in the world.
I'm really bad at being able to tell if I've won.
Carl won $1,000, which is good.
Okay, and again, they literally, that's what they showed. How is that like, show us anything? If he really scratched that ticket off and won $1,000, why didn't they show him scratch off the whole thing? He scratched off most of the top row, and then it cuts to, oh yeah, by the way, he won 1,000. Take my word for it. Like, I don't understand how people believe this guy. I just don't get it.
Hey, it's more than you won, but it's not 10 million. Back to scratching.
Again, you never see these yellow tickets used at all. Like, it's just these blue ones. So those yellow ones that were in the pile, I don't know what they're supposed to be. But like, just like he edited them out as a joke, I feel like that's what he did, because you only ever see these blue tickets, these Texas State $50 tickets, which again, there'd be 20,000 of, and they'd be done in about 4 hours time.
All right, everybody, read this number.
302,905.
That's how much we spent. How much have we lost?
Oh, 78,000?
We've only lost 78 grand. During the time lapse, I had them hold all their winning tickets. How many of you guys have one? This is a winning ticket. This is a winning ticket. This ticket was $1,000. This ticket was $1,000. This ticket was $1,000. This ticket was $1,000. But this ticket was $900.
Again, it's like the same thing. So and you can see what I mean by the edit job if you look behind Tyler's shoulder. Somehow Darren and the girl got like combined or something. It's just so weird. But he just tells us. We don't see, you can't see those tickets, what they won or didn't win. It literally just shows a glance of them, and he tells us. Like, I just don't understand how we're to believe this. And now, so 3 hours have gone by. Okay, so even if they're running like really late, again, 5 hours, you know, they should be 50% done at the least. Again, there's no way they'd only be 30% done at this point.
Wait, really?
Back to work, I guess. We still have $700,000 worth of tickets remaining. Oh, that scared me a little bit.
Can you get out of my seat?
So far, I've won $250,000. And at this rate, I'm gonna win $700,000. All the money I win in this video, I'm gonna use to buy a private island. And they don't know this, but I'm gonna host a survivor competition with all 10 of the people scanning on the island. And whoever wins the...
And this is literally all we see. One Google aerial drone shot of an island similar to this. This could be any island in the world. I mean, he could have just gone on Google and got a picture, which is exactly what this looks like. Like, he doesn't explain where it is, how big it is, what continent, which ocean it's in. He literally just shows this picture. And again, we're supposed to take his word that he's buying this private island.
competition gets to keep the island. No joke. I hope you guys win a lot of money.
What are you winking at the camera for?
Nothing.
What a suspicious boy.
Everyone, we crossed the 400.
And if you can't tell by now, they all already know they're going on this island trip. They obviously didn't, they're not going to have this sprung on them. Like, you'll see probably by the reactions when they're told. Like, this is obviously something they all knew about from the beginning, considering they're all there before they were even supposed to be. It just, none of this makes sense.
$1,000 spent mark. That's 40% of the way. We've won 300 grand. So right now, we're only on track to lose $250,000. I can live with that. It's been a very long day. I want you guys to go home. You guys at 5 a.m. 5 a.m.
So, it's been 5 hours. 4 hours and 53 minutes and 47 seconds, but you get my point. It's been 5 hours. These people they should be done. They shouldn't be halfway done. They should be completely done with 20,000 tickets. They would need to be doing it absurdly slow rate of like maybe 2 tickets a minute to not be able to do this in a day's time, in 5 hours time nonetheless. It doesn't make sense. Like, and he had started a good hour or so before the clock even started. So they should be done. Like, they should be done this scratch off tickets now. And that's why this whole video is just bullshit. Like, nothing makes sense. Like, there's no continuity whatsoever.
All right, see you then.
It's the next day and I'm the first one to show up. And like I told you before, we're gonna take the money we make off these $1 million in tickets and buy an island. And when they come in today, I'm gonna reveal that's the plan to them. So I'm gonna make this set look like an island. And boom! This is...
And like, this is literally what I think he does, like with the actual island too. Because, like, honestly, this looks just as realistic as the fucking island that he actually winds up supposedly buying.
Our new set. We've only scanned 40% of the tickets, so at this rate, we're gonna win $700,000, which can buy this island. Look at it.
And again, what decisive proof, MrBeast. You got me. Look at it. That's literally all he does. He gives us an aerial view of a random generic island and tells us that's the proof that he actually bought this island already. Like, you don't just add an island to the shopping cart at Walmart. You know, you don't get milk bread in an island. This would take time. You don't just immediately get it done. And he films the next challenge with the island like a week after this. So, like, there's no way. You would have to sign paperwork. You would have to, even if you are MrBeast and you're buying it in cash, you'd have to go visit somebody. You don't just buy an island like that. Like, and if you do without knowing anything about it, you're an idiot.
Look how crazy that looks. And I'm gonna take the 10 people helping me scan, and one of them is getting their very own private island.
Oh, look at that! Drill Friday.
What? Oh my God, there's sand. Yes. I didn't even.
We're currently on track to make 700 grand. I'm gonna have the 10 of you compete in a survivor on the island. Winner keeps the island. That will go live in a week from when I upload this.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah, let me tell you, they look so stoked to be maybe winning a fucking island. Like, they react the same way to all these challenges, and it's ridiculous. They just go like it's like when the home team scores a touchdown, and it's like, yeah, that's awesome. And they just go right back to being boring. Like, they would have been reacting a little better than that, I would think, if they have a chance of winning a fucking island. And I don't know if that's in lieu of the 10%. I think they give both, but it's just ridiculous.
Because I'm a winner. $50, told you. I always win.
I am getting errors instead. Does that count for anything? There we go.
So, I want you to tell the viewers about Survivor.
How does Carl know to be dressed like he's got the sunglasses? And you'll see like multiple of them have sunglasses today for some reason indoors. Like, I don't know, like maybe they knew to dress like they were going to be on an island. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why would he wouldn't have known to bring his sunglasses like indoors? And he's not the only one. There's like 3 people you'll see wearing sunglasses, or it just doesn't make sense.
For a little bit.
Seriously.
Okay. My favorite show, I'm gonna win the island video because of it. I'll tell you that.
Interesting. Keep telling them about it.
Yeah.
Carl, what are you doing?
I knew there was something up. You never want to talk about Survivor, Jimmy.
And again, like, no time has been allocated to showing us these people winning the tickets. We saw Jimmy set up a fake beach island, like, to mess around. But we're up to $583,000 spent. And we saw literally the very first one that Jimmy showed us on the app that supposedly won. And now today, they begun with like 51 hours. So now they are, if we give them the extreme benefit of the doubt, it's been 10 hours. And again, they're almost at the point where they'd have to be scratching less than 1 a minute. Like, it just doesn't make sense. They should be on the island, the fake island right now. They should be done. It should have been done 3 hours in.
Everybody, I have important information to show you. As you can see, we've earned $440,000.
Yeah!
They literally celebrated more about that than hearing they're gonna possibly win an island.
We're on his desk.
I wanted to show you what we could buy so far. Here is a $400,000.
Wow, just when I thought he couldn't one-up me. I mean, that is just, he goes into such detail about this random $400,000 island. A fucking poster of a random island. Like, not article, like, not on his phone where maybe he's actually in like a real estate app trying to purchase the island with photos. Just this picture. But yeah, believe me.
Oh my God, it's a triangle. Let's just go home. Let's get that.
It's a drumstick. It is a drumstick. Now, drumstick, $10 million out of those tickets.
Yeah! That's how you motivate.
We need a little bit more, 130 more.
I did it.
Oh! So far, we have spent $690,000 and 420 bucks. $690,000. Tomorrow is the final stretch. See you tomorrow.
They should not need a third day for this. It's a ridiculous enough stretch that he made it 2 days. There is no way with again 20,000 tickets, because that's all they're scratching is that $50 ticket. There is no way it would take these people 3 days. They would have been done on the first day. Like, even if they're, again, moving at a snail's pace, they would have finished today. They wouldn't be not even 70% done.
It is now the 3rd day, and I brought some presents. This is a picture of Chandler with $10 million behind him.
No, what's interesting about that picture?
Because we're winning $10 million. This is brought some presents. This is a picture of Chandler with.
Well, it might not be the best proof in the world. You see how he's got the
10 million.
Black shorts there and no shirt. Like, it might not be the world's best proof, but literally like a week later, like, they go on this fucking island and this is what he's fucking wearing. The same black shorts. Like, again, I'm not saying it's undeniable proof, but I would wager to say they probably filmed all these, and he's wearing the same shirt. I would wager to say they probably filmed all these like the same fucking day. Like, it's really the only thing that makes sense. That was that shirt he had in the picture he was wearing yesterday, but if you see the white stripe on the left of Cameron's shorts, it's like either the only pair of shorts this guy has, or, again, they filmed this very close. Like, these guys knew they were going on a, quote, island from the very beginning. Like, I don't know who this guy is trying to fool.
$10 million behind him, because we're winning $10 million today. This is Carl holding a picture of him holding $10 million. This is Carl holding Chris's baby Tucker, but we photoshopped Tucker out and put $10 million in. Here you go, Chris. You get the point.
This is literally from the future.
That's a picture of you jumping over $10 million.
And this is MrBeast showing how he pulls this off. Like, that's literally all he needs to do. He's editing people, obviously, in these fake situations, but why couldn't he do it in real situations, too? Why isn't, like... And then, like, I just don't understand why people don't think there's a chance he might edit these videos that make absolutely no sense, ever.
That's quality. This is day 3, the day that we finally see something exciting.
I don't even know what day it is. I'm ready to be on an island, laying out, winning.
10 million. Don't.
Yeah, like, so now they're all just, like, relaxed. She forgot what day it was. Now she's just like, I just want to be on my island. Like, they've been told about this from the beginning, again. Like, it's just, like, they all act the exact same way at the same time. And it just so obviously choreographed. And it just, again, makes no sense. Like, they don't care about the 10%. Like, I don't know if that 10% in lieu of the island, I guess, that they were supposed to be getting. But now, like, they seem more happy about a 10% chance of maybe winning an island versus the 10% of the money they're supposed to be getting off of the tickets. Like, it's just so weird. And he doesn't explain. He just says, yep, you're getting an island. And he doesn't explain if it's separate from the 10%, and they don't seem to care.
I'm not saying another word until I get 10 million.
Everybody, where'd Chris go?
He told me he had to talk to his wife.
What, he's his dad or something? Oh, welcome back.
I brought my son.
Yep. Chris, you made that?
I made it, dude.
I'm confused. I just don't know how you did that by yourself.
You just gotta go to the store, you fill out one form, and $500 later, you got one of these things. Nah, just kidding, you have sex. Look at that. We have so many 36s and 38s. Whoa! Oh my God. Yo, it's actually not boring.
No, that actually looked like a normal, the only one I've seen thus far, winning ticket that was scratched off. What doesn't make sense is what Carl said.
Yeah! We have so many 36s.
If you heard him, he says you have so many 36.
Whoa! Oh my God. Yo, it's actually not boring. Nah, just kidding, you have sex. Look at that. We have so many 36s and 38s. Whoa!
So he says you have so many 36. Let's look at this ticket. 3, 33, 35, 36, 35, 35, 17, 3, 3, and that's actually another 3 next to it that you're going to see in a second. So why would Carl say you have so many 36s? It makes no sense. Like, he's either just a complete moron or they just needed something for him to say. Like, anybody with a brain would say, wow, either you're hitting a lot or you got a lot of 3s. Because again, you're going to see there's 2 3s, there's 3 3s right next to each other. There's only one 36. I don't know why he's saying that now. Again, like, unless they're just randomly saying dumb shit because they know it's made up.
Oh my God. Yo, it's actually not boring. Yeah!
You just made everyone in the room $100.
Hey!
Okay, so I'm guessing they are getting the 10% and the island, so that's cool. I think that's what I remember.
All right, everyone, pause real quick. Chandler, what does that number say?
$901,283.
And how much did we spend?
$1 million.
Which means we only have $100,000 left. Not gonna lie, I'm getting a little nervous. We still haven't won $10 million yet. No one scanned any more tickets. Give me a second.
I feel like I just got in trouble at school.
They say ladders are bad luck, but I'm getting desperate.
So we think it's gonna be good luck this time?
Yes.
All right, $100, $50.
Bad luck has been working.
So again, I get it's for entertainment too. It's like, it's supposed to be fun. But again, this time could be spent showing us like these people actually winning, or MrBeast actually on the phone with the agent, or online getting the island. Like, something to prove that any of this is real. But instead he decides, I'll just bring ladders and mirrors and shit out and knock computers off desks. Like, that's what I don't get. The guy could take just 30 seconds to put any of this to rest and it'd be great. But so far all we have is an aerial view of an island. And I think 2 tickets we've seen actually scratched, and the one we just saw the code, but it just makes no sense.
I brought a mirror. I'm gonna put this in the middle so the bad luck rubs off on all of you.
Oh my God!
That did it.
Yeah!
We now have a black cat. That is as bad luck as it gets.
This is your cat.
We're at midnight.
This is the $5 million ticket. He's under a ladder, holding a black cat covered in salt beside a broken mirror. Scan.
Not a winner!
All right, well, maybe bad luck actually is bad luck. We only have about 6% of the tickets left, and I didn't know this, but you could actually hire a leprechaun. So we have.
Yeah, you knew you could have a dump truck full of lottery tickets just dropped off at a random warehouse from another state. You knew you could just randomly buy an island with absolutely nothing except, I guess use crypto. But you didn't know you could hire an actor to play a leprechaun. Like, I really just, I try and take this guy seriously, but I can't.
Professional leprechauns here to give us good luck.
Oh,
$500.
$50.
Can't believe you can actually hire leprechauns.
And again, it's just coming up on, like, not even on the phones. Like, it's just coming up on a screenshot of the select few, which I'm sure a few would have hit. I just think the reason they're showing so few is because he did not buy $1 million worth of tickets. That just, makes the most sense to me. Or they would show more than a total of, I think we've seen like 7 tickets thus far that have actually been shown as winners.
Why?
I have the remaining 10 tickets here. Chandler, here you go, please. I want to end the day with a 10 miller.
60.
For some
All right,
reason now,
Ethan.
like after using
That's $100.
the other ticket for the last, you see these blue tickets?
$500.
$50.
Can't believe you can actually hire leprechauns. Why?
I have the remaining.
These are different tickets. So for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, these 10 tickets is probably the only freaking 10 ones that aren't fraud. These 10 tickets, these green ones that have a completely different design than those other Texas tickets had, or are being scratched off at the end. And every other ticket up till now there was that $50 Texas Premier Play ticket. So I don't know why now they're just suddenly using this green ticket, but okay.
10 tickets here. Chandler, here you go, please. I want to end the day with a 10 miller.
60.
All right, Ethan.
That's $100.
Here's your final one.
30.
100.
That's the best yet.
Yeah. Second to last ticket. Here you go.
$100.
We started with 120,000 tickets, and now we have one. Before you scan it, I need to show you guys something. Come over here. Everyone stand behind the table. I went to the bank and I withdrew 70 grand because that's 10% and that's what I told you I'd give you guys. Grab 7 grand and go spend it somehow.
And if you've seen any of the videos about him and these bags of money, you'll know that they're absolutely fake. It's fake money. It's been pointed out in my last video. It's a fake bag of a bunch of $1 bills. And yeah, it was pointed out as fake money, which he then said, well, I do give them fake money on camera, but then I write them a check because I don't want them to get hurt. Well, these are all his friends that work for him. So, like, again, it doesn't line up with what he's saying. Is this real money? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And again, I seriously doubt that these people did not know about the whole thing when they started. I don't think they got the island and the 10% sprung on them. And they're just kind of like, all right, cool.
Chris scanned the final ticket.
All right, I won us 10 grand before. Let's see if I can.
Just kidding, it's only $100. Our winnings from the $1 million in scratch-off tickets was 720 grand. I found a $700,000 island. So this is the island you guys are all gonna compete.
And again, what decisive proof that is. Just another random picture of an island. Not the receipt, not the deed, not any proof that he got the island. You'd think he'd have a bunch of pictures that some guide took and maybe sent him. Nope, just this one little picture. Here's the island you're gonna own. Like, I don't know how anyone believes this guy. He doesn't prove anything. He just makes the most egregious of claims and then just thinks a picture from Google is going to give him credibility.
To the death for.
Oh my god.
This is going to be a 3-video series. You just watched the first video, and the next one I'm gonna buy this island, and then the third one, all 10 of these people will compete, and only one of them will walk away with it. I'll see you in the next video.
The next 2 videos on the channel are gonna be I bought a private island, where we take this 700,000.
And the next 2 videos are just as ridiculous as that one, if not more. And I look forward to going into those as well. But yeah, just, again, my point about this dude is he's a complete fraud. I don't know how anybody believes anything he says. This is going to be them approaching the island in the next video that he bought. But, like, again, to me, this is not proof that they bought a private island. And when they're on this supposed island in the next video, you'll see it looks nothing like this. So, like, I don't understand these videos. Like, literally all he did the entire video was show us a countdown of what they supposedly made. At no point did he prove anything. And again, just his egregious claims is what I really don't understand. So, him buying the fucking island, which again, we don't see him buy it. But it's probably gonna be more ridiculous than the lottery one. But again, this shit just, if you think this guy is even 10% real, then I don't know, maybe you're under the age of 14, because again, nothing in that video made sense at all. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I just don't know how people believe this guy. I've only saw like 1 other or 2 other creators mention how ridiculous his videos are, and I plan on making them like every day because of how ridiculous his stunts are.